topped Group B, and Dynamic were second in Group A. Remember, their counterpart in Group A has already left the tournament. That is the team in Kings of Kings. They have just been beaten by Bunyaruguru, who came second. So between Rines and Dynamic, who joins Bunyaruguru for the other semi-final? Well, we are yet to witness the next 45 minutes of the game, and we are about to be off.
Just waiting for the center referee to actually get us underway. The game is beginning at exactly 1 p.m. local time here tonight. We're just waiting to see if everything will be panning up very well for the Rines side, or maybe the Dynamic side, who will be walking away with the win today. That is the question.
The goalkeeper is pulling off some strokes. I think she's warming and getting confidence. Sometimes you need to do what you do best to get into the game in a better shape, as the other keeper seriously changes to that side and is ready to take position for the game to start.
Well, Dynamic does get us underway here tonight to actually see if they can get the better between themselves and Rines today. Where will the game roll to is the question. We shall be answering a little bit later, but let's wait and see how far we'll be able to drive this one. We'd like to thank you very much for spending your time with us today. That's going to be a very, very quick free kick here today, already awarded. Free kick to be started very well by Nagawa Dorothy, who actually begins it perfectly. Long ball forward. Away by Nagawa yet again at the midfield level. Swept away by Namusoke and away by Nantume. Now here come the side in Rines, trying to do more of the attacking. Long ball forward. Collected gallantly at the midfield by Nakalia Nabukenya. Trying to maneuver to to Nakalia Sandra on the run. Sandra, well, a little bit slow for that ball, Sandra.
Yeah, I think she hesitated to cross it first time. Otherwise, the delay in decision making cost the team, and it's a goal kick for Rines Football Club. Shadia should have done better and crossed first time.
Away by Nancha. Can they keep the ball on play? Yes, they do. Beatty. Long ball there from Beatty. And easily the ball just goes away to... Ooh, here comes some bit of trouble. Well, sometimes when you're a little bit slow on that ball, you actually land your team in trouble. But that easily glides away for a throw-in. Hopefully we shall be able to get some action from here. Throw to be brought in by Wuja. Long from Wuja. Back again to Wuja, but allows that ball to go away for another throw-in. This game still very much open. So the box gotten away here. Shot coming through to the wing. Delivery was very poor from Shakira Nalule. Finally just goes away for a throw-in here to Dynamic. Well, Wakiso Mukono, that's the battle here. Throw in. Franklin shall be the one to throw this ball forward. Since Morgan losing that ball through now. Well defended very well here by Dynamic. Collected back front by Nababi. Dorothy. Nice play there from Naluboa. And away from Nakalia. Anita. Shielding it very well. Nantume Anita. Big Gambo in the midfield. You can see how squeezed that midfield is. Everybody seems to be getting something for themselves here. Looking for that ball. It's important for this to actually go to a different direction here. Harriet to get this ball on for Rines. Ball into a free kick now here by Akoi, the center referee. It's 3 minutes of the game played. Still waiting for that important chance for a goal in this, if there is. As the two sides will be fighting up. Franklin Natumanya. Nakalia, no driven shot. Easy does it for Najemba Elsie, who has been very outstanding as a goalkeeper.
Yeah, and I think she's in a better mood today. The group stages didn't leave her the same. She was covered in blood and had problems with the head. At one time you'd think she got an head injury, but she's now fine and ready to help the team out with the defensive affairs.
Skobia Kabiri. Collected calmly. Away by Wuja. And at the midfield by Nakalia. Aloyo. This is Namakula. Actually, it was Nalubowa rather. Nalubowa looking for Aisha, but she's offside. Kaya. Aisha good napping over there. Just joining us, to remind you very quickly, this is the second quarter-final match for today. We already had one game that was played as early as 9 a.m. in the morning. Bunyaruguru getting the better of Kings of Kings. That game ended in favor of Bunyaruguru, beating Kings of Kings by 2-0 there. Makula Victoria doing very well, looking for Aisha. She's offside again. That's twice offside in a spell of a minute there.
That is Irina's bench, waiting for their chance. Vicky trying out her best, but failing to keep the line. But just look at the passes and the technique she uses to shoot from such an angle. I think there is a good message there that the team that also not going to be a light one. Rines needs to do better if they are going to defend against them. Rines at the middle of the park.
Well, they're defending very well, Nagawa Dorothy. But earlier on it was Nalule Shakira of Rines trying to squeeze through the midfield, the captain of Rines. Looking to see how far this will be driving up. Collected calmly. Nakalia intercepted yet again. Namavi to the far side. Franklin. And away to Cynthia Morgan. This is Morgan. Oh, somebody just falls alone. And Namakula doing well. And swept away by Kuda Harriet. Still wondering why she's called Cynthia Morgan.
Yeah, it's okay, Peter. You've not seen players from Onduparaka have those names kept on living. Why? You expect a name like Namiro or Tai?
Cynthia Morgan.
I think you can name your child anything. And when you start playing and you're a star, sometimes you get those star names. So, Cynthia Morgan.
Corner here. And it will be brought in by number 7, Natumanya Franklin. But I think she'll be leaving it to Namakaya, that is Namkaya Aisha, to do the delivery here. Aisha with the corner, away by the goalkeeper. Pressure up here for Rines as they continue to build from the back. What can they do? They need to swing this with a lot of accuracy and speed. Oh, look at that for skills. Very good composure. Betty. Uja. Collected calmly, but Uja doing well. Stolen away by Nakalia. Nabu Kenya fouled, and it's going to be a free kick. Very basic game between the two.
Yeah,
very
it's
basic.
a little tight. Actually, no team wants to open up very quickly. No team wants to give away the ball. I think it's a great game. Can even make a final. When you look at both sets of players in the midfield, it is power, energy that you need to use to get possession.
Sandra Long. Away by Aloyo. Collected calmly on the run here. Chinga fouling in the process and winning that for a free kick here to Dynamic. Franklin. She's one lady with a lot of gas, Franklin. which time the group stage matches, their dynamic is Franklin.
Remember, Elsie changed her hairstyle for this match. I think the girls know they are at center stage and will do anything to attract the camera and the eye of the viewer.
Ball swinging away now. Cynthia Morgan loses the port battle to Harriet Kuda. A brush through and a run. Betty inside the D. Oh, she wanted to make it a corner or something. Betty. Naluboa fighting very hard to keep that ball on play. There's a number 4 there, Daphne Naluboa. Nagawa Dorothy.
I think it was good to send her wide. Otherwise, if they had left her try to cut back inside, then it would have been a problem.
Was gliding through. Chance here comes in, but the flag is up. And could have been a goal for Franklin. Franklin, actually, it was Cynthia Morgan. Oh, there is a Jamaican artist called Cynthia Morgan.
Hey, maybe she's a fan. But it's okay, Peter. I'm also Fifi Pinky. Fifi Pinky.
Well, her song used to be very, very huge in Kampala, Uganda.
What is the name of the song?
In a back through, straight to the absolute. I won't mention that. That chamber here. But she had a famous song in Kampala and outside Kampala.
I'll look for it and I'll tell the viewers during second half the name of the song. If you're ashamed to say it.
From Kenya. Straight up to Jimba. Actually, to me, is for now my best goalkeeper of the competition, Najimba.
Yeah, Elsie Najimba stood out. She's been brilliant. She hoped to then get Renez to this stage. Apparently, she was very good. That is why, even when she got injured twice, she was not put out of the team. They relied on her throughout, and I'm just happy to see her a little more fresh in this one. They are very smart. The technical bench itself for Rennes Football Club are also very organized.
Catherine just to keep the ball in play. Just reminding you that this is the Women Elite League. But I have to admit that when you follow football, women football in Sekapa region, I think it's only Ugandan football that is live on TV. For the ladies, really. Not seen a lot of ladies games on TV in the other countries, also especially on the national broadcaster respective. So the ladies are actually very privileged to have their matches on TV. Away by Nalule. Betty trying to come there. This is Naluboa. The chase is on. Goalkeeper coming out of her line, Elsie. Doing extremely very well. She can actually waste a few seconds on that. Elsie Nalule is having the perfect body of a goalkeeper there. You can see the height and the body mass.
Just look at the arms, the way she handles the ball.
Yeah.
They have a player down. They have a player down, Rennes Football Club.
That's a loyal piece.
A loyal piece, one of those that was instrumental in the second match or in the group stages. I just remember her putting in the rebound. Are they going to substitute her? Is this one already in? The way she's sweating.
Well, she's having a word from the coach there. Aloyo was actually having a problem with her back.
That is Nalule for you. Nalule has previously played for Kawempe, if I'm not mistaken. I think she brings in versatile experience. The coach is asking a lot. Yeah,
that is Betty Nakubuya receiving some small instructions from the coach. Remember, she's a striker. She's up there together with Nagai Eva, who's another good striker, jersey number 10 for Rennes. Not yet come to the game or to the party as per now. Nagai. Well, here we go. That's Daphne Naluboa together with
Shadia.
Nabukenya.
Well, we have a schools affair. Both are schools, Renes High School and then Dynamic High School, Jeza. Dynamic are in Mitiana and Renes are from Wakiso. Yes, Dynamic, but I know you're talking about the Dynamic. The male team is in Mokono. That is why you are saying it's Mokono, but it's okay, Peter. Yeah, it's a schools affair, but it's also a Buganda derby. Wow,
yes,
we just had a Western derby and now we have a Buganda derby. That is the region they come from.
Well, I think the former minister for ICT will be very happy to see one of her schools actually live on the national broadcaster.
Hey, okay. That is Honorable Judith Nabakova coming from Mitiana and the team from Mitiana. I pick you, Peter. I pick you so well and understand you and read your thoughts.
Nalule swept away. Pressure up here, collected calmly by Wuja. Well, these two teams are playing some pretty good football, you have to admit. The ball is on the ground most of the time. And if you look at the spacing from both sides, it's very, very excellent. Good spacing, you have to admit. Throw in. Nagawa. Good pressure there. Now collected here by Aisha. Ooh, disappointing from Aisha, really. Well, she wanted to cross that ball in past time. And not coming in. Well, I have to admit that Dynamic decided to bring us a new jersey for the quarterfinal here.
Yeah, and Aisha, they are really very, very smart. But when you look about the physical appearance, Dynamic has a little more taller players than Renes. Though, even at the group stage, we did mention Renes also goes out for the physical appearance. So we have two well-built teams. That means that the set pieces could also go on and decide the game.
Would have been an offside if the ball had actually gone through, but nothing happened in there. It's going to be a throw-in. Franklin Natumanya to get us underway here. 16 minutes of the game played in this Elite Women Football League. Game 2 of the quarterfinal. Renes Dynamic. Nabukenya trying to switch the wing here, looking for Aisha. Away by Wuja. Now the chase is on. Keepers to come out, and she does well. Clears that with a lot of experience. That's a big clearance from the goalkeeper, Kabiri. Nabukenya, nobody in particular. Throw to Renes. For the national team, the Cranes will be having a friendly game against South Africa.
Yeah, on 10th June. That is as other continents prepare to go for their own competition. UEFA will go for Euro. So Africa will embark on friendlies ever since the qualifiers were postponed to September. So Uganda will play Bafana, you're right, and a squad of about 33 players has been summoned by Coach Abdullah Mumiru, but he will need 18 for that particular journey.
Long ball there by Daffin a while ago, and collected calmly by Nantume. Intercepted now. Nakalia inside the D, swept away by Wuja. This is good play, very good play here from from Renes rather. They just give the ball very easily. Look at the captain, and another big clearance from Kabiri. She's good at that.
She comes out of goal very easily and clears away from danger. Safety first, and she makes sure she achieves that. Throw in for Renes at the backside.
Well, this is her. We have taken anything for granted. The way she cleared and made it look more entertaining. Oh, good play. Very good play from Nalubowa. She's still struggling here to get the ball away. What can she do? Fails to do that. Betty. Away by Nalue. Far side to Nagai. Crossing that ball simply, but Kabiri Scovia will have no problem with this ball here. Dynamic now with the attack. Morgan. Minutes of the game played between Rennes and Dynamic. Throw to be brought in quickly by Wuja Catherine. Wuja. There's some bit of pushing going on there. Throw by Nagawa. Collected calmly. Good play from Nakalia. Namusuke doing well. Roti taking that ball through. It's away by Namavi. Nalule. Swept again, but not very far. Nagai. Looking for room to square one through, but who can they? Yes, they do. Betty keeps the ball on play. And unfortunately, just cannot go through that wall.
Both teams have gone for attacking football. You realize there are lots of interpasses towards the final third, and that is the coach for you, for Rennes Football Club. He is wondering when their chance will come. They have tried to probe up front, and Nalule, the captain, leading by example throughout the midfield, but they have not yet been successful with their attempts.
Ball through Betty. Louis Betty. Way. Chase on here by Nababi. And Namakula Victoria. Will be a corner. Now Lydia just walking away to defend that corner. Still very much open-ended. A lot can come from this quarter. Throw in it is. Nagawa. Well, Betty seemed to have kept it on play, but she didn't. We throw here to Dynamic. Nagawa. We another throw in the same. Nagawa looking to get on with this. Nagawa collected well, perfect. Tough in. Well, they've actually just failed to keep the ball down totally. A free kick for some bit of collision in there. The technical bench of Dynamic SS. On the side from Jeza. Should be wanting to go through to the semi-finals, but it won't be very easy because they have to go through Rennes, who are currently attacking now. Long ball looking for Betty. The chase perfect by Kaike or Kataike Lydian. Uja fighting, Uja doing well. Uja with a cross. Play from Nagai. Fouls. Receives the free kick, Nagai. Shadia Nabukenya. Well, he's a fine player. Always quiet, by the way, in her games, Shadia.
I think she does the talking with her football. And right now they have a free kick. That is Cynthia Morgan for you, Peter. She'll be then taking that free kick. This is to Rennes Football Club, not Dynamic. Since Morgan is just standing beside and now will join the wall to try and defend this.
Miss Aloyo will be the one to swing this one. Long from her, but very poor. Miss Aloyo. She has a goal to her name. Scored from long distance, Miss Aloyo.
Yes, she did. In the group stages, she helped Rines get past one of the opponents and was instrumental also during the second game.
Collected calmly. This is good. Turn. Nancha Morin. Nancha fighting. Nancha losing. Away by Nalubowa. Collected calmly by Harriet Kauda. Harriet again. Fails to keep the ball on play. Ball goes away for throw it to Dynamic. Well, another foul throw, so it will be a free kick. Another throw in. Corines to play. Nice stand there by Victoria. Victoria looking for the options here. Tries to lay that ball through, but she runs out of ideas.
She had the idea that the player on the left would have drifted inside and made that pass, but it seems they hadn't rehearsed that, so that's why you could see no movement from the teammate. Rines trying to go long.
Nagai Eva. Eva Nagai. Defense standing very well. And look at the way they spread the ball. Dynamic SS. Namukai. Aisha dropping. Unfortunately, they just could not get Daphne Nalubowa. Oh dear. That's very poor.
Yeah, the worst I've seen from Elsie. Najemba's always been a calm one, but it shows she's under pressure. Otherwise, what's the reason for playing the ball that side? Dynamic.
It's free kick here to Dynamic.
It's
a long ball, can actually cause some problems. Rotorines, Buja Catherine. Looking to go long here. Dorothy fighting. Throw in again. Dynamic his way. It will be Nagawa Dorothy to try and get that ball inside very quickly. This is Nagawa Dorothy. Looking for Eve Victoria. And the fight continues. Betty has come back behind to defend. Now loses that ball to Nalubowa. This is Nalubowa. Way to Jimba. Well, trying to look for Nagai Eva together with the Maureen Nanchinga. Kauda looking to go slightly long. And good just control there from Nagai. She went down inside the box. I thought it was going to be a penalty, but the referee was the right place to see. Pressure up, none two men. cropping that ball through. Slight brush away. And could this be a corner? Yes, it is a corner.
It is a corner for Rines Football Club. They'll try to use that to see if they can get ahead as we approach the half-hour mark. Goalkeeper just in position, ready to direct where each player would stand for good vision for her. And Rines taking this chance very importantly. Uja will be the one swinging this in. That is big from Narule. Goal kick coming in from Dynamic. Rines have not been successful with their attempt. She looks to go long.
One go there. Aisha loses possession. But again, possessed perfectly. This is Aisha. Water break, according to the center referee, she does call for the water break. Well, the two sides are trying to look for that important goal, which is not yet coming. But so far, good 30 minutes played.
Guam still locked in a 0-0 result. We all know both teams are defending well. Both goalkeepers are doing their best to keep away balls from danger. And all the girls at different levels are doing what they have to do. It's really a competitive one. It passes for a derby, as some of them are trying to cool down the heat in their heads, because it's what reason should they have to pour water in their heads? The coaches issuing out final instructions of the final quarter of the first half, as fellow players also on the bench also citing out what they have seen as mistakes that could be rectified. But some of the highlights before we went for the water break: Aisha tried to nick in from the blind side and apparently had already gotten offside, but good legs. The pass itself was exquisite, and the goalkeeper Najemba also was not bothered by this. We resume from the water break, and Dynamic will throw.
Pressure up here. Solid stance in the midfield possession here. Now here comes the captain Nalule. To Uja. Collected well by Betty. And Dorothy Naga was in the right place to put the ball out for a throw in here. It's a good ball in there from Maureen. Low shot, straight up to the goalkeeper, Kabiri. Just love the way she kicks the ball.
There is a way she acts after clearing or serving. I think she's one person who does something and emphasizes it. That is some gestures of emphasis ever since she gets Rines attacking.
Oh, the flag goes up for the offside, but anyway, Kabiri Skovia had that covered. The guy Eva trying hard to get that. Lillian Nabukenya Naluboa stolen away, throw in here. No goal yet for both sides, as both will be trying very much to see if they can close the gap, try and win this game and qualify for the semi-finals. Throw throw in. It's a very long ball, but only stop the goalkeeper Najemba. Nacha can keep the ball in play. Another throw in here for dynamic Franklin. Now Kenya. Franklin with a good cross. Straight up to the goalkeeper Najemba.
Yeah, it doesn't bother her at all, Elsie. She's been outstanding at the backside, normally reading the balls as they come in. Rines at the midfield level, ball up, who puts it down?
Good play here. Oh dear. Was a chance there for Maureen Achinga to try and drop one past the goalkeeper.
Maureen and Nalule are partnering to get something for Rines Football Club. Well, their partnership has produced goals before at the group stages. So you realize even at the moment it is Nagadia Eva that makes them a complete trio to try win Rines something. They are all energetic, have a lot of pace, and also are very good when it comes to offending, and they're consistent, even committing when needed.
This is Kamiri. Najemba. Let Kabli and intercepted yet again here. The 1-2's not bad. The run is there. There's a free kick here. Now the Lydia trying to bring down on Naluboa Davi. Go back to defend Lydia. Ines fighting. Nalule. Betty loses that ball through. Cynthia Morgan fighting. Way by Kataike Lillian. At the midfield now. Intercepted yet again. Dynamic. Lose possession. Long ball from Nansha.
Kaviri chases and family handles before, of course, going on to emphasize she's done that throughout. Great confidence, because that comes with it.
Well, trust me, if you're a good goalkeeper and you kick that long, put the pressure on the opponent, anything can still happen.
Dynamic bench, observing SOPs and having masks. In this era, you need to do that.
Away by Lydia. Going out to Dynamic. Nagawa Dorothy to get on with this one. Dorothy collected calmly by Victoria. Oops. Rescue by Nabu Kenya. Kabiri being very entertaining here with goalkeeping skills. Long from Kabiri. Way by Aloyo. Victoria. Aisha misses. It's actually Morgan rather. Collected calmly by Franklin at the midfield level. Franklin again. Swept away by Lillian. The midfield level, that is Nabukenya. Flag will go up for the offside really. Aisha. Well, switching from the left to the right now. Nabukai, Aisha, her together with Cynthia Morgan doing some switches. Aloyo. Namasoke went away very cheaply. Oh, goalkeeper comes out of her line. Well, can the keeper save this? Najemba. Well, she actually puts it away for a throw-in.
Yeah, I think Easy does it for her. She doesn't take any chance and will play that ball to the nearest area outside in order to get back in goal and try to defend. It's been an end-to-end game. Rennes have had their chances, and now Dynamic can try to use the opportunity, but it is a wasted chance, and else will receive the ball for a goal kick.
Long ball away.
Around this time in the first game, Bunyaruguru scored their first goal through Nora Lupo, but in this one it could end in a stalemate at halftime, considering both teams are putting in a lot of energy in trying to clear the balls away from danger. She tries to goal, but that should be going straight to Kabiri, who handles the ball firmly and will bounce it up for a couple of seconds.
Dropping ball deep down, collected calmly on the one side here. Beatty loses that ball through to Dorothy. Cynthia Morgan. 1-2. Fortunately, that pass did not come through again. They're playing good football here. Shot coming loose, and out it goes for a goal kick. Some good interception passes there from Dynamic.
Anna Akoi enjoying the moment, not getting any difficulty in making a decision today with the whistle, because the game is panning out right. It is freely flowing, and really there is no need for any set of team to complain. They go long. That is Rennes Football Club.
Looking for a chance for Nagai. Tries to lay that ball to the captain here, Nalule. Shakira brings it back. It's Maureen with a shot. And then coming out from there. Now Betty. Nalule. Collected very calmly here at the midfield. Put it away. Victoria. Well, Victoria again. Now looking for Aisha. It was slow on that. Two minutes of normal time to play for here. Rennes nil, Dynamic nil.
Wow. She fails to control, and the coach is asking her to calm down because she realizes actually she will be frustrated with that. They came nearer scoring. Long free kick expected from Aloyo. It goes long and destination is Nancha, who kicks first time. Oh, just look at Kaviri. She wanted to go down and I think she was reminded the game is still 0-0. Why waste off a couple of chances as the fourth official signals for 2 minutes of added time?
Well, defended very well there by Nancha Hilda. Now it will be a throw to be brought in quickly by Nagawa Dorothy. Victoria requesting for the ball. Will she get it? No, she can't get it, and they get another throw in. Nagawa. Long ball by Daffin, straight to the goalkeeper, easy for her. Begins that very, very quickly. She's very outstanding in her position today. I don't know whether she plays netball, so.
I don't know, but she exaggerates. She's exaggerating. At first I thought it was
she's
emphasis.
Enjoying her game. She's totally enjoying. She's enjoying.
Well, the exaggeration can be witnessed.
Oh, that's a loose ball through. Could be a chance again. Betty inside the D. Tries very much, very many. It's still back to them. This is Nalule over the bar. Oh, Shakira Nalule.
Just look at Nancha also put up her arms in annoyance and frustration because she realizes they should have had the chance. Nalule, one of those that are good and experienced for a tie. Very good try, and Rennes has had more threatening attacks to Dynamic than Dynamic. That is the replay.
Well, that was a chance for Nalule to score one. Just running very well. If only she had kept it a little bit low, it would have been nice for Nalule, but no. But again, very good run it was from Betty. Nalule did very well, but the final product was the poor one. But so far at halftime, this is still very close with any to win and any to qualify for the semi-final. But it's still Dynamic 0 and Rennes 0.
Rennes will go for that trademark one, to find out if what they can do better in the second half. And that's what also Dynamic do before heading to the dressing rooms. They've had really a very good game, only missing goals where need be, but I must say entertaining and neck to neck.
Well, so far so good, 0-0. If this remains like this after 90 minutes, it will be a penalty kick. But at the end of the day, it's still 0-0 at halftime. So we go for the break, come back with the analysis. Don't go away.
Bob!
Over here!
How did you get in there?
With my Airtel Money MasterCard.
But you don't even have a bank account.
Well, it's not a card. It's virtual, so no plastic. And it's safer.
But what are you doing there?
I want to buy Nancy a birthday gift, book my flight tickets, renew my Big Click subscription, and order shipment.
The Airtel Money MasterCard. It's not a card, but works just like one. Get one on the Airtel Money menu on your phone.
What does it mean to be closer together? It's taking the last bus home for a surprise visit. Closer together is strangers finding a connection. It's bringing home something much more than a box. It's the warmth of home. or the beginning of something new. There's magic in sharing the things that we love, because it's those things that bring us close together.
Experience 100% 4G speeds across Uganda with the Airtel 4G Pocket Wi-Fi available at 123,000 shillings only. It comes with 15 GB free for 1 month. Visit the nearest Airtel shop, device selling shop or Airtel online shop. www.airtel.co.ug/broadband-discover. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Well, it's after between two schools, one from Mukono Dynamic Senior Secondary School and another from Wakiso Renez at the FUFA Technical Center in Njero. It's the FUFA Women Elite League. It's quarterfinal, number 2. Number 1 was won by Nyaruguru over Kings of Kings. And I'm still John Ban Sentamo, still in studio with me at UBC Broadcast House along Nile Avenue is Madam Majida Nantanda. She is full of titles, a former player, CAF A coach, and of course, administrator, as we speak of now. From where I watched the first half, these teams have yet to treat this as knockout football.
Actually, it's a knockout football because you see all teams are now trying not to be scored. They don't want to concede, and much as they don't want to do that, but they want also to score. So you find that the game is kind of interesting in ways of how they are playing it, but it will be boring to us who want to see goals.
Especially us, the ordinary Ugandan,
Exactly.
who would love to see goals, who would like to see tricks, who would like to see those luxuries in sport that make it exciting. But you're right, Coach. Continue. I appreciate what you tell me, and I withdraw my statement.
Yeah, but still they have a lot to do. Now we are looking at the middle third, the midfield, like I would say. It is all about connect. If these players, when we say about connecting, just so that you can play forward to the final third, what you have to do is to maintain the ball, keep the ball away from the opponents, and then create those spaces. But now what they are doing, they are all congested in the middle third, and now it's easier for the defenders, the opposing side, to close the gaps. That's why you are seeing a lot of interception of the ball when they have it, because here what you have to do, or what the coach should tell players, space out, is only basic movement on and off the ball. When I have the ball, what do I have to do? I have to pass, or I have to dribble past an opponent. When I release the ball, where do I have to go? I have to create space for my teammate to pass. There we connect, and then we play that long pass or short pass to the final third, and when it reaches there, it's the only things to finish.
As a building up this, coach, we talked about Shakira Narole for Inez, and of course Daphne Naruboa and Aisha Namukaya for Dynamic Jesus Senior Secondary School, but they do not seem to be shining out, except for a few minutes in that game when Shakira came through, but just couldn't direct her shots where she really wants them to.
Exactly. So I don't know whether it's the panic, but these players need to concentrate just to think about the game. The target here, this is a quarterfinal. It means that when you lose, you are out. So now you need a lot of concentration. They not only had the chance to score, but what did she go for? Power. Here it's accuracy. You are in the 18-yard box. You are near the goalkeeper. You don't need that power. Just that tapping, the little tap you do, accuracy to the ball to go through the nets. That's what you want. So these players should now think, helped by their coaches as well, to tell them, when you're in the 18-yard box, what do you have to do? The target is to score. Just tap that ball inside. When you're outside, use power and accuracy. Use that shot and then play. So if they're relieved from that, it's stress, but they need to be coached within the game, but even before, because they had ample time to do this, and now we can see more goals, because what we need today is goals. Teams should score so that they qualify for the next stage. Coach,
do you think we are victims of making players guilty? We've talked time and again that teams are conceding goals from the distance, and I see some hapless shooting by many of these youngsters, even from distances that can't yield goals.
Again, I'm emphasizing, coaches, what is your duty? Yes, goals can be scored from far, but does the player have to score, to shoot at any time, anywhere? No. They should be you should know when. So coaches should tell them, as much as our goalkeepers are poor with long balls, far away balls, but still we need to know the distance. You don't have to play like balls flying all over. It's not a game. That's why I'm emphasizing, what do we have to do? Let us connect within the middle third and then play that long pass or short pass, depending on where your teammate is, to finish up. So coaches should come in. By the way, these women coaches should continue coaching these girls if they don't have enough time to coach them during training sessions, even up to now, but don't overdo it. Just give them those simple instructions. So what I have to tell the players, don't shoot anywhere, but try to go forward, reach a distance where you see it's okay, then shoot.
Okay, Uganda, this is the Women's Elite League. It's at the quarter-final stage. And like I told you, Bunyaruguru beat up on Kings of Kings 2-0 earlier today. And Nora Alupo scoring either side of halftime to see her team through to the round of 4. And their team, Bunyaruguru, awaits the winner from this in the semi-final that will come up a little later next week. But coach, these two teams have had enough time to rest. Do you see it in them that they've rested enough, or they lack match fitness? Because there are two things. You can rest, then come back rusty. You can rest and refresh. Fifi told me in the early game that teams can refresh and heal of injuries.
Yes.
What are you witnessing, considering vis-a-vis the period of rest that these two teams have had?
Of course, they had enough rest like for the body to recover, but as we know, you shouldn't rest like, okay, we are done, because they have a task, and this is the task of quarterfinals. So now it goes to the coaches. Did you let the players, yes, they rested, they did what, but what did you have to do to correct the mistake from the previous games they played? So that's when we'll say, okay, they have rested, they have recovered, and we are seeing the what? The gains, like the positives. But if they are rested, they are free from injuries, you can see, fine. Some maybe if they're injured, it would be like they're playing with the injury. But what we need to see is like they have rested, but what is it going to help their game to progress to the next level?
Do you see it being depicted, the rest period, do you see it being depicted in the kind of football we're witnessing today and now?
Not very much, because when we need to talk about the rest, okay, the game should go on, the rest is there, but what we want to do is like the work. It's not done until it's finished. Okay. So now the rest is there, but not that much. But again, this is where coaches had to correct the mistakes. This is where teams would come. Even players, actually. Did you see, when players score, you see how they celebrate. I want to tell these players another trick. There's that thing when they call imaginary. When you score, you celebrate. But you would have done it some time back, that when I score, I'll do this, okay? So now collectively, all this we need. So in this, we need the mental fitness, the proper psychological fitness of players.
Okay. Yeah, but my coach, you've not spoken to Ugandans about the water break and how you think it's vital. I know the weather down in Njeru is similar to the one we're witnessing in Kampala. By the way, if you're coming to Kampala, the clouds are forming, and you need to come dressed to the weather. I know the weather is almost similar, but the water break, how does it affect players?
Oh, actually, I would like to thank the organizers. With athletes, when you are doing sport, it doesn't mean whether it is cold or hot to take water. So those water breaks are so good and crucial for the players. And actually known to take more, and I've seen that. Coaches should even tell players, if you come for water break, don't take much. Just a sip is enough, pour it. So that is good for the organizers. They knew that, because we need to refresh. We need to hydrate these players, because when you are dehydrated, you will not play. When it's hot in Ginger. And another thing, what they should put emphasis in is the turf. It's not grass, it's artificial. Okay. They need water. They need that energy to go on by having a lot of fruits within their bodies. Okay, Coach, I'm going to allow you to walk into the dressing rooms down at the FUFA Technical Center in Njeru and talk to both these teams in a minute or two. Exactly. So now, actually, I'm talking to the coaches, and I want to tell them, like, give us
and the players as well. No, you're talking to the players, yes. Because the fans out there, the fans of Dynamic out there, the fans of Renes out there. Now talk to those fans that are watching us from wherever they may be, and talk to them as if they're the players, in regards to what the teams need to be doing down to ensure that they get a result. Otherwise, like Peter said, ending commentary, if it remains the way it is, the nerve-wracking penalties.
Exactly. So now, simple instructions. Yes, they're doing it in defense. Defensive third is to destroy, to disorganize, like to get in possession of the ball. They're doing that. Middle third is connecting. We connect to play the ball forward. What do we have to do? We need to create spaces. We need to know movement on and off the ball. When I have the ball, where do I go? Whom do I have to pass it to? Then we need to Now for the coaches or players, can you have that formation, the patterns? That's why I have patterns. We can have 4-2-1-1 or 4-4-2, the traditional one. But now within your patterns, it will help you to play in two positions. Know when I move to this place, where do I go back? When we are losing, when we are defending, where do we go? When we are attacking, where do I have to be? To play, kind of play a position, kind of play. And then to know with connection, passing, and creating space, and with drawing away the opponents, when you reach the final third, that's the attacking third, the only thing we have to do, I have to tell players, based on the distance, when you are nearer to the goal, just need that accuracy, just tap the ball inside. When you are far or out of the 18-yard box, use that force, power, let it be explosive, and then also the target is so important because we need goals. If you score goals, you stay in the game. If you don't, you'll be out until next season.
She said it and done it, and she comes from a very informed position on that. We go back to the second half, we get back at the end of the 90. Hopefully, there will be a winner by then. If there's no winner, penalties will determine.
All right, welcoming you to the second half of today's game. It's Rennes up against Dynamic. This game is still locked on 0-0. Waiting to see if we shall be able to get a fine result at the end of the day. Dynamic putting on, that is the sky blue over there. And the black belongs to Rennes. They'll be trying very much to see if they can pick up the pieces and get maybe a goal for themselves in this match. Throw in be brought in by Dorothy. No change of armory, by the way, from both sides. They still have the same set of footballers.
Yeah, I think the coaches are happy with what's exhibited during the first half. And apparently, the set of players can be used to change and do better than they did in the half to look for the goals. They weren't playing any bad. It's just being clinical in front of goal.
Well, Maureen misses possession, collected calmly in the midfield level. Kalia. Nalubowa. It's away by Nalule, the captain, swept away there by Namusoke. Harriet standing and defended by Nansha Hilda. Will be a throw in here to Dynamic, who actually beginning this this second 45 minutes very well here. Well, they'll be looking to drop this. Franklin. Franklin trying to turn and twist here. And surely that's going to be an offside for Cynthia Morgan. She overslept there.
Goal kick. Actually, it's a free kick coming in for Rennes, who are now moving from left to right on your TV.
Morgan at the midfield level. Nabukenya loses possession. It's collected here. Nagai on the through side. Goalkeeper comes out. Oh, very lucky. Actually missed that one.
Yeah.
And served by the whistle.
Kabiri had missed that. But you could have seen that Nagai was released a little late. So they need to release as early as possible and read from the lines. Again, Kabiri with the ball.
Kabiri. Kachaike. Well, this was the offside. Oops, the goalkeeper missed that one.
Miscuing and a poor reading of where the ball was coming from.
Big ball away. Finally gotten away by Nagawa. Repossessed, it's a bouncing ball. Straight to the keeper. Very good composure. I think it's Rines and Dynamic who have, to me, the best goalkeepers in the Elite League here. The two goalkeepers have been very outstanding.
Yeah, I would go for Rines, Najemba. She's been tried and tested. Whereas Kabir is also up there. So when they are calling the under 20 team, probably they should consider them if they fit in the age bracket.
Throw brought in quickly by Franklin. Another throw in here. Harriet collected calmly, dropping ball there from Nagai. Good control by Kabiri Skovia. Franklin. Kataike loses that ball. Maureen with a long one. And look at that. Good goalkeeping there. Beginning the action very quickly. Kabiri Skovia. Victoria. Pia Morgan gets a throw in. Franklin collected very calmly there, trying to drive through the midfield, stolen away by the captain Nalule. Long from Nalule, defense splitting pass here, driving through, still holding their line, taking their time, one pass, shot low. Ooh, goalkeeper, goalkeeper, goalkeeper. Nagai. Oh, that's a loose ball through. Shot coming up. Good set from the keeper. There was nobody to follow up on that. Morgan Thin here. Pia Morgan driving up. Long pass. Oh, this was the early chance from Namakula Victoria. And the fumble by the goalkeeper. Harriet. Franklin. Well, tomorrow it will be Amure High School up against Wakiso Hills at 9 a.m. And Amure, all the way from Amure, Wakiso Hills from Wakiso. Foul there. Nalubowa Daffin brought down.
First quarter-final tomorrow is between Amuria High School and then Wakiso. Amuria have Emanuela Cole and Rehema Kut, who have been outstanding for the team. But Dynamic would want to draw first blood here by trying to get on the score sheet earlier before their counterparts. Aisha being responsible for swinging in this free kick.
Free kick. Free kick here. Aisha to try and deliver this one here. Ball in by Aisha. It's bouncing around in the area, but straight up to the goalkeeper, Najemba. They've had a collision there between Aloyo Peace and her goalkeeper, and Aloyo still holding her knee. So good ball brought through. Very, very good ball, and well read by Aloyo. Could have taken a kick onto the knee in the process of actually trying to clear that ball. But I don't think if she's actually very much injured, she will continue.
Yeah, she stands up very quickly, though limping. Should just be going off to be checked. It's a routine before coming back She's been an asset for Rines Football Club, so they cannot afford to lose that around this time. The technical bench looks on eagerly, knowing that they need to take their chances as Anna Akoi chases the ball. Midfield battle. Rines try to regain possession. It's what they do. Push a little more forward.
Here they come. Long ball forward now into the box line. Goalkeeper coming out, Kabiri Scovia. Will be a free kick at the center. Well, anything can still come from this game. Just 54 minutes of this already played. Collected calmly into the box line and cleared away by the defender Nancha. And finally away by Wuja. They are taking their time here. Rines away by Nagawa Dorothy. This could be interesting. Inside to Cynthia Morgan.
Cynthia fails to control well. Actually, it was a big control going to the keeper's way. Najeba has no problem handling this. Cynthia should have done better to keep the ball within her touching distance. Rines.
Kataike away. Collected at the midfield level. Wuja with a long one. It's bouncing out. And now it goes for a goal kick here. Not in a hurry, by the way. Totally not in a hurry. So a lot of minutes to play in this match. A lot to play for. Oh, that's a clumsy play. It is stolen away by Betty. Brings it back, it's punched away. Well, you have to admit the goalkeeper Kibiri Scovia almost called the howler there.
Yes, apparently they are lucky Rines hadn't committed numbers up front, because if they had players ready to get the ball, then the goalkeeper would be crying at the moment for such a mistake.
Harriet Kauda tries to drop that ball forward, and it's away. Poor communication between defender and her goalkeeper. Should have left that ball for the goalkeeper, but they failed to do that. Well, this is a punch away from the keeper.
She was just lucky to escape that. Otherwise, if it had landed on an opponent, then should have been ready to get that shot back behind her line. They are safe for now. Dynamic football team, a school in Mitiana, Jeza. And now Kabiri can afford to smile after consistent mistakes. She will look to go long.
Kabiri. Oh, now they've given it away. Oh, trust me, anything can happen here.
Yeah, Kabiri needs to change her ball distribution skills. Maybe she stops sending in those balls and gets a defender to help her out. Otherwise, she's giving away too many blind passes. And Rines will capitalize on this when they get the chance.
Shadia. Collected calmly by Nakalia. Trying to change the wing there. And couldn't get Namukai Aisha. Will be a throw here. Wuja Catherine will be the one to stand on this one. Wuja. Or just easily glides away there for a goal kick now to Dynamic. Now requesting for the ball there.
Rines trying to check the goalkeeper.
Nagai Eva just could not keep the ball on play. Shall be another goal kick now to Dynamic. They need to begin from behind very well. That is, if they can get something from here. Kaviri rushed away there, held up by Aloyo, and now possessed perfectly by Aisha. On the far side now, Wuja. Oh, they're onside, flag remains down, but apparently Eva is now offside.
She wanted to complain and only restrained by the coach, telling her that the referee is the sole owner of this game. She just needs to get herself on side and get better chances at shooting.
Skovia Kaviri. Controlled very well there in the midfield, and Tume. Flick ball through, straight up to the goalkeeper, Kabiri, but the flag was up for the offside.
I think the last 5 minutes have been to Rines. Dynamic has been defending and Rines have been attacking. Dynamic need to go more up front, otherwise when Rines consistently do that, then they'll have chances at shooting. Anna Akoy signaling they should play.
Morgan Cynthia. Second half here, 30 minutes of the game to play for. Franklin Natumanya. They're down to Cynthia Morgan. He's still repossessed and the fight continues to build up. Turning and twisting, perfect play here. Nalubowa. Franklin again. Well, will be a throw-in now to Dynamic. Could have been a free kick, but referee awards a throw-in. Natumanya. All those skills from Franklin. Look at her move. Just could not beat Kauda Harriet. Oh, now it's loose. This is Morgan Cynthia. Cynthia Morgan fighting. Very good play from Kauda. Just making sure that Cynthia Morgan doesn't go anywhere with that ball. Solid play, solid backward play there by Harriet Kauda. Been slightly a shadow of herself from the one that played in the group stages, really. Navabi looking for Nalule. Namusoke Fiona defending well.
Yeah, plays it to the next off-pitch area. And now the throw-in is to Rines Football Club, who have tried to attack. They're asking us some questions. Dynamic failing to answer some of them. Looked like she had controlled with the arm, but referee will let this roll. Dynamic attacking from the backside.
Ball continues to deliver.
Between Franklin and Cynthia Morgan. Oh, she is brought down by Kauda. Cynthia Morgan, but stands up very quickly after a lot of reactions on the ground, making us think she was really hurt.
The ball by Franklin, controlling it at the midfield possession. Just reminding you that the president of the country will be talking to the nation today at 8 p.m. Or join us on UBC TV and all the UBC radios for the address at 8 p.m. from the president. Ball away. Nalule misses. Away by Victoria. The chase is from Morgan. Oh, she can't. She's slightly slow. She has actually overrun her tank. Throw in. Kauda for Rines. Collected calmly. Maureen. Stolen away there. Franklin away. Trying to switch from one side to the other. Here comes Wuja Catherine. Easily put away for another throw in here. 0-0 still. 64 minutes of the game played. It's about 26 minutes remaining to play for. Lillian. Victoria. Aisha trying to open up. This is Aisha now. Aisha loses possession to Wuja. Was that Wuja? It wasn't actually Wuja, it was Nancha Hilda, who's been defending well today. Throw to Dynamic. Well, it was good defensive work there from Nancha Hilda. Good play. Just kept her body there.
Is it a poor throw or a free kick at the backside?
Could have been a foul throw, really.
Okay.
Just couldn't confirm on that, but
And,
looked like a foul throw.
Koi signals for that, and
Yeah.
now Rines have the time to amend that and throw in a little better. Ball now in the midfield. Dynamic still at that level and have a better chance at shooting.
Morgan. Away by Harriet. And collected here by Franklin. Repossessed by Morgan. Cynthia Morgan. Turning and twisting well. Nalubawa Daffin. Daffin away. Lays that ball through. Oh, very poor this time from Nabukenya shot.
It looked like a back pass to the keeper. Yet he was supposed to be an opponent shooting. They need to make right decisions in the box. Those have limited the chances of scoring. Renez trying to come from the blind side.
Foul from Cynthia Morgan.
I think it's about time we had both coaches thinking about substitutions, because after 60 minutes, it means you've had the right set of players to get you going. But if there is no one,
Well, Cynthia Morgan seems to have picked up an injury that needs to be looked at. The medical team is actually being called in now. And maybe then there could be an issue of a stretcher.
stretcher, but she's just, oh, it is in the middle of the pitch. I almost thought it is just this line that separates the outside area with the inside, and I thought it was just rolling her to this side. But the good thing is she can stand up alone with ice just on the upper chest. She's going out as she will cool off, and the doctors will assess her to see if she'll be able to come back for the remaining minutes. Rines have a free kick at the front field. Pisa Loyo did slot one in the same fashion. Nalule is also a great shooter of such, and apparently the likes of Nagadia. Wasted away. It was a long one and not near target at all. Kabiri can smile and go for a goal kick. She will take very quickly, but this time also needs better distribution. The coaches and the bench for Dynamic not happy at all, because they know they have been second when it comes to the delivered chances and threatening ones up front. Dynamic Jeza, Rines pick up. Kabiri handles this high ball well.
22 minutes remaining to play for Kabiri. Come on, collected. Kauda Harriet will allow that to go away, and there'll be a substitution now for Dynamic. Zam will be coming in, and it looks like 11 Cynthia Morgan here will be getting out. She looks very tired there, Morgan Cynthia. She replaced by Zam.
Zam Nachiaga is the player being brought on. She's such a gallant midfielder and will try to press a little better than those she's coming for. Of course, Cynthia was a very good player during the group stages, but this time muscled away because each stage calls for a different level of consistency and commitment. Cynthia muscled away and taken off injured. So Nachiaga Zam will have to deputize that very well. Throw in, coming in from Franklin. Fight for the ball, and Rines win it.
Nachiaga in for Cynthia. Will be another foul throw. There is something that has actually been happening in this competition. Players just failing to throw that ball through. Another free kick here. It's away by Aloyo, who has actually been blessed with all that, but again a cue away. It's communication. Kabiri and her defender has been having an issue there with Namusoke Fiona, but there's a corner now. Corner to be brought in.
Well, Dynamic Halake, nothing has yielded from the set pieces and the corners so far, because they have gallantly tried to defend, but now Rines, no, time is not on their side. They'll have to take all the chances available, Peter, as the corner is about to be brought in.
Corner brought in quickly. Some bit of pulling and tagging over there, so it will be a free kick now to Dynamic. So we're about 19 minutes away from penalties. Just 19 minutes away. And Rines also won't sit. They'll make also a substitution. Zam. Away by the goalkeeper, Kabiri. Now here comes the substitution. Nababi Lydia will be the one getting out.
And Yustaka Yesu, who was also an asset during the group stages, will be coming on for Rines Football Club. She's also very good with the commitment, has pace with her, and also very good with backtracking. I think it's the reason why the coach particularly went for her pick to come in at this stage in point. 19 to go.
Collected at the midfield, looking for Kayesu. Kauda Harriet. Flag will go up for an offside, definitely. Kayesu was caught napping over there. Franklin. It's a bit of a slight push there from number 4. That was Lugoa Daffin.
We've seen the goalkeepers do well after 72, and if subjected to clear penalties, we don't know what could happen. Najemba LC has been outstanding throughout the group stages and this stage. Well, but they still have a chance, and a free kick to their name is
long from
swung in.
Aloyo. A free kick can actually go anywhere when it comes down to the ladies' free kicks here. But again, Aloyo not on target. Aisha. Nalua chasing. Throw here to Dynamic.
Anna Akoi walks backwards. This is one of the few times we've seen Elsie Najemba with poor clearance, and now this is dangerous.
Well, the goalkeeper doing her best, Najemba Elsie, to avoid that, but again it's well done.
Yeah, she trusted her defender to go for a goal kick, and what did the defender do? She just played the ball there in the boxy, inviting opponents to come for it. They are lucky they survive, but until when?
Deep down on the midfield position, now collected here. Running ball, Nabukenya. Trying to beat a markers here. Read very well there by Harriet. Shall be going in for the water break. We overshot the water break, so there we have it. Time to do a little bit of relax as the footballers will be going up to pick at something.
Normally call it refueling tanks, because those tanks need water, though not a lot as advised by the doctors. But I think the talk from the coaches is both teams have the same minutes to try to cause an upset. It will really be a little sad to see whoever leave this stage leave by conceding very late. Some of the action earlier on, the goalkeeper slept and Narule failed to capitalize on this, though the referee did call for an offside trap there. Anna Akoi looks at her watch and she knows she's given them about a minute or two to do that. Kabiri, the goalkeeper, who is so dramatic and animated, just there taking some sip of water. And Anna Akoi will get us going any seconds from now. The Buganda Derby living to expectation. So far, no team has broken down the other.
Ball is away by Harriet. Straight up to the goalkeeper, Najemba.
.14 to go. Rines still have possession of the ball. You can literally know that the girls are discussing business if you understand the language. They're all speaking Luganda, considering they're coming from the Buganda region. Dynamic and Najemba coming out of goal to save this one. Well, she's my goalkeeper for the Women Elite League so far. Let's see if I'll change my mind after watching all the quarterfinals. But as you can see, she's made an effort in trying to save the team.
Just about 13 minutes on the clock remaining to play for here. Another foul throw. So another foul throw. Possibly. It looks like the referee has awarded a free kick. Thought it was a foul throw. Free kick here. It's away by Wuja. Shot from long distance. Scores away for a goal kick. Franklin actually could have picked up a foul. So, ball here for Dynamic. So away by Franklin. Brush back into play. It's 12 minutes of the game remaining to play as Rennes will take their time here. Long ball through Harriet. Collected very calmly, stolen away. Kayesu putting the pressure there. Aisha loses the ball, swept away there by Kataike. Aloyo. Fiona. No foul. Nagai. Dropping the ball on the far side. Will be an offside now. Betty got napping.
She hesitated to go and just went on second thinking. She should have committed first and waited instantly. Well, there is a free kick for Dynamic, who also go long. Each minute here will have to count for both teams, because apparently they need to do something within the minutes, otherwise we may go in for the penalty shootout, and sometimes it does not consider who shoots better.
This is Zam on the run. Crosses first time, the cross was very poor and she failed to keep the ball on play. She's lucky she'll be getting a throw in. The coach not very happy about her, but there's a throw in here anyway. Nagawa. It's away by Nancha. Kayesu on the chest. The ball was actually going out for a goal kick. I don't know why she kept it.
I don't know what will happen. She wanted to be so clever, but has brought more problems for her team.
Wuja. Long throw from her. The foul there. Ball is away, kept on possession here. And stolen away yet again. Rennes try to look for something. They're asking the questions. The answers are not coming. Now here comes Dynamic venturing forward, but also give away possession. Easily Nantume doing well. Kayesu chasing. Flag remains down. This is Kayesu. She beats one but can't beat two. And the referee now goes for that safety whistle, because it looks like Nagai Eva was the one on the ground there.
Well, she did a lot.
It's actually that is Nanchinga Maureen.
That is Nanchinga Maureen. You would see her trying to get the ball through the legs, but they seemed opaque and instead they left her down. Well, the doctor holds her hand in particular, and she will be receiving treatment as the coach issues out final instructions to some of the players. They have 8 minutes to get this done. Referee Anako is sending away Rennes FC footballers who are advancing and will go for a drop ball. Another substitution on the way. This one should be a marquee one to try change the result as it stands so far.
Kayesu couldn't go through. Ball goes away for a throw-in. Now there will be a substitution. Looks like Betty will be coming out. All out goes Betty. The time is over in the match today. And there will be more pressing needs here for Rennes. They're actually working very hard to bring in penalty takers, possibly. So Betty is out.
Florence Nakalule is on. for Rines Football Club. And Florence is also a midfielder, but who can also help out with the offending purpose. So Betty used not to start matches in the group stages. She normally came from the bench, but as the matches go by, the coach tries to integrate his squad. And that is why we had Betty starting today.
Oh, here comes Nakalule.
Throw in a little bit longer to the midfield. Goalkeeper Elsie should come out for this. It's in her territory. She does well and shoots. Oh, these girls are not a joke. She just plays the ball off the pitch, not giving chance for the opponent to chase. And now Rines Football Club will have a throw in at the front field. How well they are organized and how they prepare to receive this will decide what comes out of this. She decides to go along to the box.
So a chance there for Harriet. That goes out. Ooh. Oh, it almost went for the camera.
Yes. Big clearance coming in from the captain. 5 to go. It looks like we may be headed to the spot kicks.
Free kick here. It's free kick now to be begun quickly there by Natumanya, looking to deliver this one long. Long from Natumanya. Headed away and away by the captain Nalule Shakira. Pressing and pressing, getting everything onto the side here. Oh, here comes a chance here. Kayasu, good save from the keeper. Very, very good save from the keeper there. Kabiri.
Yusta Kayasu might have settled down this tie, but childishly failed to get the better of the keeper, who was already advancing. Very good catch coming in from Kabiri. Just look at the reluctance at the back. She's through past the 3 defenders and fails to shoot.
Fiona. That's good goalkeeping.
Good coming in from Kabiri, I must admit.
Like we said already, the 2 best goalkeepers are here. Rines and Dynamic having the 2 best goalkeepers, and that was an excellent save from Kabiri. World class it was. But there's a free kick here to deal with. Dynamic to deliver. Long ball inside. It's dropping straight to the goalkeeper. Good calculation. Hope she hasn't picked up an injury.
I don't think so. She's always unmated there. When she gets the ball, she's just like the other one who normally somersaulted whenever she got a comfortable ball. But she's the one keeping Dynamic in the game. Oh, Peter, just look at your goalkeeper. She loves to play around.
Nalubowa. Away from Aisha. Put back in the forbidden area. There's more to play for here. Goalkeeper out of her line. Scumbles on that there and has to send it away. 3 minutes of normal time to play for. 0-0 is the score. Best opportunity falling to the legs of Rize, but they just failed to score. It was Kayesu Yusta, denied by the keeper, Skovia Kabiri. Throw here to Dynamic. Dorothy Nagawa. No foul according to the referee. Game continues here. Nalubowa. This is Nalubowa. Meets a rock, but wins possession. This is Aisha. That's a back pass to the keeper, Najimba.
Yeah, that can't beat Najimba. She normally stands on her line, and he keeps her territory very well. Just look at the coach. Was she inside Hadi?
Yeah, she was. Lubowa Duffin trying to be very clever there. And Aisha with the back pass. That ball needed more power. Here they come again, Aisha. Clock is running out. And again, the final decision is what is actually haunting them now. Long pass. Can they keep the ball on play? No, they can't. We're approaching the 90th minute. And this could be the first penalty shootout in these quarterfinals. Ball is away. Driving up slowly by slowly, and process continues to pile up. Good turning here from Wuja. This is Wuja in the 89th, cross as well, straight to the keeper. And good save from Kaviri.
Good arms. She's receiving. Those claps are from her teammates who are on the bench and her team. Otherwise, it looked a little dangerous for them to concede in 90 minutes. Fourth official shows 2 minutes of added time. Dynamic need to break.
Victoria goes down, no foul. And they continue to drive up slowly by slowly. Nalubowa. Check it to the byline. Is that a corner? Yes, it is. They've added 2 minutes. As it stands right about now, I hope the two coaches are already writing their list for players going to take the penalties.
As you write, then, what if there is a late upset in the game? What happens to the team you've written? But Najimba is such a good goalkeeper. Only that they also sometimes suffer losses when not expected. This corner will prove key to our penalty shootouts.
Lillian Kataike with a corner. It's brushed away and finally gotten away. Oh, this is good again for Rines on the right. Kayesu here. Brings it back behind, driven through there by Nagaiva. Long shot. Back to Kayesu, but the flag shall go for the offside. It will be Skovia Kabiri. Koi will blow the whistle to bring this 90 minutes to an end. So we are going to a penalty shootout, and that will be the one to determine who qualifies for the semi-finals here.
The result is a reflection of what has gone on. What transpired during the 90 minutes was both teams trying to be so hard. They defended gallantly. You could see the midfielders playing so well and the strikers failing to break the jinx. So all you can say is definitely they deserve a penalty shootout. So it is all to Najimba LC and Kabiri Skovia, who now have to become saviors of their teams.
All right, so this, when did you see how far this will be driving up now? Question remains, who will win this penalty shootout? Full time here, it's 0-0 between Rines and Dynamic. And now, the penalties will be the one to decide. Penalties to decide. Just a few chances that actually fell down to Rines, if only Kayesu.
In normal settings, the players will be now being will be now getting massages.
Well, the two captains will be going for there.
Yeah, it's a time that our players will need to stretch out a bit. Fiona on the other side, captain for Dynamic, and Narule, captain for Rines Football Club, as Anna Akoi gives them instructions, particularly for that vital shootout.
Sides being selected. So basically, it is Rines that has won the toss. It looks like Dynamic will be the one to choose the side. Are we repeating this again? Oh yes, we'll do repeat again. There you go. It is Dynamic that has won the toss, and now Rines, I think, will be the first on the ball.
Yeah, the first one was to decide which goal side they should use, and it came Rines' side. Then who shoots first? It came to Dynamic side. So we're about to be off. The next minutes will prove to be key.
Well, remember, it's a penalty that can actually go anywhere. This is very, very vital. We did see this in the just concluded UEFA Europa, that final there, where Man United lost out in penalties 11-10.
And so the penalty shootouts will begin a few seconds from now, as Anna Akoi makes her way to the side of the goal that they chose, with her assistant side by side.
So we are going to the left-hand side. That's where the penalties will be taken. That's the best side that has been selected. And also sometimes for television purposes here, TV also does play a very, very vital role on which side, but of course that's not the thought as per now. Penalties to decide the person that goes through. It looks like it will be Rines in goal first, so Dynamic shall be the one to go with the first shot. Goalkeeper, that's Najemba Elsie, takes a position.
I love the way she's warming up, her confidence levels. But we've seen super stoppage coming in from Kabiri. Just look at the way Kabiri is sitting. Well, these are footballers.
Waiting to find out exactly who will be the first person to take the penalty. Just keeping herself warmed up, Najimba.
Yeah, I was wondering why she does that. But everybody has their rituals which help them calm down. And to her, it is pulling up such strokes.
Well, this is the first penalty taker, Natumanya Franklin. The right-back player of Dynamic will be the one to take the first penalty. She's been very outstanding today at the right-back position. And normally, the first penalty taker is very key in penalty takes. Franklin strikes and scores. Easy, very easy for Franklin there, celebrating it perfectly. That's a good goal there for Franklin.
Kabiru can now stand up and come. It's her turn. Najemba tried to scare away her opponent, but Franklin wasn't scared and she scored a super one. So it is Kabiri's chance. And Narule, normally captains find issues going in for those spot kicks, but let's see what she has in store for us.
That was a sweet penalty, very sweet penalty. Well, first penalty for Rines shall be taken by Nalule Shakira. Just to confirm a number to the referee there. Well, Kabiri Scovia has been outstanding in goal today. And let's see if she'll put those entertaining antics onto this penalty spot kick here. Kabiri Scovia up against Nalule Shakira. So let's wait and see if this will be possible. This is Nalule, strikes, scores. Well, keeper went down very easily and very early.
Super kick, just right in the middle with a lot of energy. And that was enough to send Kabiri down. 1-1.
Well, maybe if she had put more energy on that dive, it would be different. But now, it'll be the second penalty here for Dynamic. And Najemba Elsie trying to intimidate the penalty taker here.
Yeah, I last saw that being done by Bwete Brian. By then was URA against Cassis, and his antics paid off. They won the Uganda Cup in Mbale Municipal Stadium. He used to do that all the time.
Nansha Hilda shall be the one to... Oh, sorry, that's actually Daffin rather on the other side. Sorry about that. Nalubowa Daffin up against Najemba. Nalubowa. That's a good goal. Simple goal there. Goalkeeper just couldn't go on the side. Now it's time for Dynamic to see if they can maybe get something from here. Scovia Kabiri in goal.
Daffin has a simple talk with Kabiri, probably urging her to try get one for the team. You know, at this rate in time, with the hunger, all the girls go for goal. So as a keeper, it is your duty to just save one for the team.
Waiting to see who takes the second penalty here. Is that Nagai? Yeah, that's Nagai. Well, Eva Nagai, not seen a lot of her in today's match. In the group stages, she was very outstanding. She'll be up against Scovia Kabiri. It's penalty here. Nagai strikes. Ooh, scores there. Ah, look at that celebration. Good celebration. Very, very good celebration there.
Najemba also gives her the credit for that. You know, it's always putting people on tension if it doesn't go in. It is 2-2, and now Najemba has a chance to catch one.
That's a good penalty, very good penalty, and the celebration, celebration. That's a nice one. Third penalty here. Dynamic confirmation. It will be Victoria Namakula. Jersey number 10, the striker. So far, 2 penalties to the good. We're in the third penalty here. Namakula Victoria up against Najemba. Good save there. Good save from Najemba. Puts those big hands to work today.
Najemba Elsie saves one for the day. She's been outstanding and continues with her good display. Well, you can see Dynamic are a little disappointed, but it's not yet over, as Rines themselves have a chance to go for the penalty. Wow. And now Kabiri needs to do equally the same. Otherwise, if she lets it roll like that, then Rines may have their way.
It's penalty here now for Rines. It will be Kayesu, who was actually denied in the final minutes of the game by the goalkeeper Kabiri Scovia. Can Kabiri yet again deny Kayesu a goal here? Kayesu. Oh, that's a good goal there from Kayesu.
Jesus Christ. People normally ask for panenkas. May not be the Andre Pilo style, but just almost. The keeper remained standing and Kayesu sent the ball the other way. Najemba also has another task to try catch this one.
Looks like Sandra Nakalia shall be the one to go for this. This is Sandra, strikes well. As well, that's a good strike there. Very good goal.
Why is she praying the other way? Well, Rines need to get in that one to edge closer. Else she was already beaten, used a lot of energy and did not follow up the ball. But very good shoot coming in from Dynamic.
Well, Nakalule Florence came in as a substitute for Beatty Nakubuya, and maybe Kabiri Scovia will try and save this and bring the game back to level. As it stands right about now, Rines are in things, like they normally say here.
She's coming from very far.
Nakalule takes her time. Oh, that's super. That's very super. Good goal from Nakalule. Confused the goalkeeper on which leg she's using and strikes it well.
I know she's coming in like a flying bird. Kabili tricked on that one. Oh.
Good penalty.
Florence does well, Peter.
Good penalty. Well, this could be the final penalty, depending on what exactly happens. And it will be Namukai Aisha looking to take the final penalty here. If Namukai misses this, then Rines will be through to the semi-finals. Namukai scores that one in well. Good one.
Good anticipation. And at first, it's a bit tricky. You may think it's going out. But when it kisses inside, then you're sure it has gone in. Najemba beaten to this, and now a hero could be coming up, because if she gets that in, then Rines Football Club will join Bunyaruguru to the quarterfinals of this semi-finals, sorry, of this year.
Here comes the final penalty taker, depending on if it goes in or not go in. Let's wait and see if Rines can go through. It looks like number 16, yes, Nachinga Morin. If she scores, Rines will be through to the semi-final. Nachinga strikes well and sinks it in. And that does it. Rines are through to the semi-finals as Dynamic has been eliminated from the competition.
Congratulations, Rines. Hard luck. Hard luck, hard luck, hard luck. Dynamic. It is the penalties, and it is just one. It happens in football. That's why it was put as a tiebreaker. But good for them. The 5 have all gone in, and just one, Florence's, didn't go in. So, Rines Football Club are on to the semi-finals.
Well, there you have it. Semi-finals for Rines. Just reminding you that prior to this competition, they lost their owner. Their owner actually passed away early March, and now the owner, wherever he will be smiling down and, well, thanking them for a job well done. For a team that has actually had some bit of bad start to the competition, losing a founder, losing an owner, and coming back to work very hard and qualify for the semi-finals, it is something very big for them. But for Dynamic, well, they will be leaving to play again next season, but unfortunately they're out of the competition. These penalty shootouts end 5 for Rines and 4 for Dynamic after the game had ended 0-0. We shall be meeting again tomorrow. We have more football for you tomorrow. As early as 9 a.m. in the morning, Amuria will be actually up against Wakiso ladies at 9 a.m. And then later on, we shall be able to have more games at about 11 p.m. But for now, we are linking you up to more production and more programming from UBC. Don't go away.
Experience 100% 4G speeds across Uganda with the Airtel 4G Pocket Wi-Fi available at 123,000 shillings only. It comes with 15 GB free for 1 month. Visit the nearest Airtel shop, device selling shop or Airtel online shop. www.airtel.co.ug/broadband-discover. Airtel, the smartphone network.
What does it mean to be closer together? It's taking the last bus home for a surprise visit. Closer together is strangers finding a connection. It's bringing home something much more than a box. It's the warmth of home, or the beginning of something new. There's magic in sharing the things that we love.